What's up, Tankaholics? Welcome to my channel, and I'm going to be starting a series called The Grind, and I'll be grinding these tanks and documenting it on my YouTube channel. So, it's a couple reasons I'm doing this, to show and prove that, hey man, I grind tanks just like the average Joe. So, we're off in this tank, which is basically, one of the forerunners of the Pershing at tier 8, and this is what the Pershing should be. This thing has a really good gun, good reload, good pen, even with regular AP. And so we're going to kind of like stay at this ridge to kind of assess the situation. Dracula spotted, and the advantage of this tank is that it does have a turret. It's fairly mobile, and it's what the Pershing should be. I wish the Pershing was good as this tank. One of the things that I don't do is I'm not a camper. Even if I'm playing a TD, I feel a TD can move around and support fire, even if it's turretless. So here we're pounding on an SU-100, and I wouldn't have been able to get these shots if I had stayed on the ridge camping uselessly. So if you're a TD player, that doesn't mean that you should be camping like basically sitting in the corner doing nothing. And so now we're looking for more targets, and you gotta develop that awareness. So always looking around, looking at your targets, seeing who you can hit. And so we're trucking along. I see the Black Prince, and initially that's my next target. We're gonna see if we can get a kill on him, but he seems to be getting lit. Goodbye, Church. You've been deleted. I see the Panther. I missed a shot, but I'm in a good position, and I'm trying to see if I can hit the softest target possible. And there's that Jackson, but kind of gets away from me, and so gotta stay patient. Hit the Panther, and I'm about to get my second kill. My team is get him. It's all good. Right now, it's pretty much we're destroying these clowns. It's 7-2. This is walk in the park, Sunday stroll, and we win this game. So this tank has been pretty good. I got all the modules unlocked, the motor, the tracks, the best gun, and now I'm getting used to it. So matches are starting to pile up, and the wins are starting to pile up. So now we're gonna jump into a platoon with just Tank I'll Leave, one of my tank platoon mates in my clan X-Force. And so here is the interesting thing. These guys are from the Latin server, which they merge with the American server. And since I can read Spanish, these guys are crying already about going left and right. But honestly, right is the best possible scenario. I don't like getting sniped from sea and having to fight uphill, so I'm pretty sure most of the action is going to go down at sea. And of course, the crying starts. They start talking garbage, like, as if they know better. And we'll see how it goes at sea, guys. So just Tank is his SU-12244 premium, and he beats me to the ridge, which is cool because it's a great spot for his tank, and you got to work as a team.
Looks like that one went right through.
Managed to put one in the M4, so one tank has shown up to sea, but I expect more. Right on schedule, the T-20 arrives. So now, guys, I wonder if you notice something. You have to play as a team, and whether it's a platoon mate or not, he's got the ridge, and I don't want to hog his spot because obviously he's working that ridge line. So now what I can do is I can side scrape off of him. I can go in here and use him as a cover. And you heard that bounce? That was off him. They were trying to shoot me. T-20 tries to get brave and be Rambo. He gets one in me, but I can trade shots with this guy. So since I got this map kind of studied, I know I can reverse and haul down a little bit. Here comes the M10. He gets another bounce. The M4 T20, they got the bounce there, and put one in the dirt. Oh, SU 100Y joins us. Boom. Goodbye. So now we got like 4 tanks at sea, and this is where we have to fight for control of the map. So it's like 3 versus 4 up here. 2 to your right, and 2 on the top left, and there's a KV2 in the SU-100Y, so there's really big guns. You're gonna have to play this smart. And as you can see, guys, I'm not playing greedy. I'm trying to be patient. Use the Rex, use the Ridge, use my teammates as cover. Try to get that shot on the SU-100Y. My platoon mate decides to dive down and take care of the KV2. So now I gotta cover 2 targets. Don't even know how I didn't pen that, guys. So I'm keeping an eye on the KV2, the SU-100Y, and I'm backing up because I don't want to get lit. Just tank puts a shot in them. Clean that mess up. Protect my platoon mate, and we are now up and winning in supremacy. And we've got 1 tank left, but it's over, guys. So as you can see, if you stick together, you work together in a platoon, you can do a lot of damage and you can hold down an area. So initially it was like 2 to 4, and we got some help, but we don't take C, we lose that match. So it turned out to be a win. Alright, so now we're going to go to an encounter mode on Malenka Nova. So looking at this enemy outlook, there's a bunch of lights, a mid, and I see that Dracula, so I'm thinking I'm gonna go left. So my teammates agree and they think they're the same, which is good because sometimes they don't, or most of the time they don't. So now we're gonna set up on that ridge and see what we can do. Try to, you know, make these guys lose and try to get a win. Alright, so I like this ridge over here, and Just Tank likes it too. Oh, the new premium German. That new German Bulldog shows up. I get hit pretty good, so I'm gonna go ahead and back up. I'm not gonna get greedy. Looks like it's a Bulldog festival here. But notice, guys, I'm side scraping and using my other tanks as cover and trying to get shots on. The M4 is pushing my friend, which is not what you want to do. So he shoves my friend off the ridge line, which is not something you want to do. See the Panther? Track him. Just working that line, guys. I take a bounce and I start moving left because I know that the Dracula is going to try to overrun us. There's 3 tanks on the left side and we can't afford to lose that flank. And that T6 Dracula can sneak up on us. I noticed that AT, and I know that that would be a hard pen from this distance, so I'm going to stay patient. See if I can get some easy shots or cover the ridge. Discourage them from overrunning us. Keep my eye on that Dracula. IS-5 is there. And well, here's my friend. Get a shot on him. Oh, yep, just what I didn't want to happen. Dracula shows up. IS-5 sees him. Good night. So now we're really putting a hurt on these guys, and I really want to kill this premium German M41 Bulldog. Boom! He makes a mistake, stays in my line of fire, and it's good night, son. Alrighty, guys, good teamwork. The platoon's working really well. We're doing really good, working together. And I'm gonna show you an example of, you know, good platooning here. So here, you know, we're on Port Bay, and you know, it's gonna be a semi-tough match. It's gonna be close. They got some good tanks. So as a TD, of course, you know, high ground's always best, but you know, Being turreted gives me a lot of flexibility, so I can adapt and play as a medium if I need to, and push the line of attack forward. And I want you to notice, guys, my platoon mate is right with me. He has an idea of what we're trying to do. Grab some bush, stay hidden, wait, spot the tanks, and I'm, time to push, man. Not gonna stay camping, guys, but just because you're in the TD doesn't mean you sit still and sit there like a bump on a log. Move around, look for targets. Don't let your teammates get pounded. You got a big gun, you know how to use it. Missed that shot, very disappointing, but I noticed the T-29. I have no clue why that did not go through. I get shot, get a bounce that came from the left side of me. Still looking for targets. Just Tank has moved up to the right on a flank, and he's put a couple of big shots on the T-29. So now I decide I better go help him because he's my platoon mate. So support, work together, start rolling over that area. So if you do this, guys, here's the result. One shot. Two shot. Good night. Deleted. Here's the M4 boards after my friend. Boom. You see, guys, you gotta support your teammate, man. Work as a team. It's so easy. You do this, you get a lot of damage. You start raking in these kills, and you win. So now I notice the ISU's on the top right, VK's on my left, but that ISU can hurt us. So I decide, like, I can take 120, but I can't take a 400 shot from that tank. We need to kill this dude. So we go after him. Go after that 152. I'll trade shots with him because I know I got the reload. So I'd rather face him up front, face to face, than him shoot me in the back and possibly ammo rack me or hurt me. He gets me for 330. Oh, KV got me for 330. So now it's getting close. It's 4-2. My platoon mate dies. The KV3 got him. So it's going to be close. The great thing about this gun is the regular AP has great, and I haven't even used APCR yet. Let's see if we can win this match. Oh, it's over. So now, let's see if we can get this last kill, get the top gun. BK's over there. Game over. So you see, if you have to switch between leading the attack or support role. In that game, I had to play a support role due to his flank. I don't support him. He dies, we may lose.